What's up, guys? Cutter28 back again with 4 Next Level Gamers, and today we are playing some God of War multiplayer beta. Thought we'd give this a shot. I gotta be honest, it is talking with Booker140. Him and I are discussing what we think of the beta, and he referenced it as a button masher, and I can't necessarily disagree with him. They're in this particular game mode, Favor of the Gods, I believe we were playing. It was a bit of a button mash, pretty confusing at times. I wasn't sure where I was, what I was doing, what buttons to hit. I am relatively new with it as well, so maybe just be a bit more of playing the game and then going from there, right? So we'll see how that goes. So I want to start this video off by answering one of the questions that we've been getting a lot of, and that is, Cutter, when is your website going live? Well, everybody, it is up. We are up and running now. If you go to 4nextlevelgamers.com, we are there. Our site is up. Right now, you're going to catch a lot of our videos and our opinions, our reviews on some of the games we currently been playing with and such. We have a bunch of stuff in the works. Tournaments are definitely in the works as we speak. We're discussing some with a few companies, so we'll see what we can pull off in the meantime. We are definitely going for some more live events as well. So lots of good stuff, lots of things happening here with us. So stick with us. You can always catch us on our Facebook as well as our Twitter. Constantly updating that every step of the way. So stick with us, guys. Lots of good things happening. Now let's get back into this button mashing God of War confusion. So the idea of this game, pardon me, is to capture certain points. It kind of reminds me of Domination almost for the Assassin's Creed. Now this is a team-based mode. I found myself at times kind of off on my own, getting slaughtered by 3 of the other players with no backup whatsoever. There are some very gory kills. There is a trap right there. You can pull a switch, everything shoots right up, and if you're in that vicinity, kills you. Whether that be friendlies or the opposing team, takes you out. The idea of God of War behind this multiplayer is actually kind of cool. I like the idea of what's going on here, what they're presenting to the God of War series. Personally, I'm not a God of War fan. I've never played the entire game. I think I played the first one, God of War 1, back on the PS2. I think I've touched the second one, and I have not even touched the third one. So that's more of Booker's style. So as I said, we discussed what he thought of the multiplayer. He just thought he just more or less wrote it off as a button masher. Like I said, though, I can't necessarily disagree with him. Yeah, it is what it is. But if you take the time to learn it, I think you'll find it's not really that much of a button masher as it is. I know some guys, I was trying to hammer some of the buttons down, and they were blocking or evading this and doing that and taking me out in different ways. This is a very gory game. It's just not a E-rated game by any means. This is God of War, so expect that over-the-top, gory kind of effect to things. Guts here, guts there, blood everywhere. It is. If you're into that, it is pretty cool. I gotta say, some of the kill animations, when you stun a guy, and his life deteriorates down to nothing, he kind of wavers back and forth, and you can pull out your R1 in this case, and it goes into a kill animation, and depending on your angle, it turns out to be rather cool. I kind of like that idea of it. It was pretty interesting for me. I did enjoy it for the most part. There were sometimes I was very, very frustrated, like I said, just getting hammered and hammered by other guys and not really knowing necessarily what the heck I was doing. But again, I did have fun. It was a longer round than I thought. I kind of expected something in around the 5-minute range. We're in about, I believe, about 10 minutes. So I did have a bit of a hard time getting online. There was a lack of community right now to play the game, which I was honestly rather surprised. When I got the code way back, I want to say before Christmas, I got on in no time. But there was only 4 players for that. And now this is a team death based kind of game mode. So took a little while. I sat there for I want to say about 10 minutes before I got into a round. From there, I was able to get into a couple more rounds, then some people bail out. The minute they bail out, you're kind of just hanging. Rather frustrating. Not much you can do about it, but I kind of expected more of a populated community for this game. God of War is a huge series, so we'll see once the game actually drops how populated the community will keep it. I don't know if it's more of an add-on for the God of War series or not. Like I said, I'm not a big over-the-top fan of God of War, but I do enjoy what they're doing. As you've seen in the past, I'm not a Call of Duty guy by any means. Those first-person shooters just aren't really my style, so to see something else in the third person where it's not just shooting all the time does perk my interest quite a bit. As you follow me on the Assassin's Creed, obviously that's one of my main games. I rather enjoy that one. Lag is becoming a huge issue. I didn't find any lag in this at all. It was great. Everything ran smooth for the most part. Like I said, though, just confusion on my part, just the lack of knowledge of what the heck I'm supposed to do. I know there's points you're supposed to capture. There's chests around the area as well. So if your fighting style like mine sucks, more or less, you can do other things instead. You can try and capture those points. You can try and capture the chests. They just help out the team in other ways. Obviously, I've seen some high scores, a lot of kills. I'm not too sure exactly how the scores accumulate. I know, like I said, I think I only got about 4 kills in one round or something like that. But I still placed second overall. Again, that was because I was focusing on capturing chests and the points too you're supposed to take over. So overall, I did have a blast. We'll see, like I said, how this takes off, how everybody else is feeling. Any of you guys out there playing this right now, I know it's open to PlayStation Plus members. I'm not 100% sure if it's open to the public yet. I think it is, but don't quote me on that. I'm not quite 100% sure on that one. I don't know exactly how long they plan on leaving the beta, letting that go live. I will be definitely getting back into it. I am enjoying myself, like I said, for the most part. One thing I do see that they missed, and I don't know if it's just a lack of time, just want to get the beta out there, let everybody try it, or whatever, but there is no invite list right now. There's no way to invite Booker in so we can play together, get a group of friends, all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure that will definitely be there in the final version, but for the beta it currently is not, which is unfortunate. I would have liked to hook up definitely with Booker. Him and I are playing all the time, as you guys see, for the most part. But yeah, there was just no invite, which I was looking all over the place. I didn't know maybe it was something I was missing or what, but at this point, for the beta, I think for its purposes only, just to let everybody try, like I said, there is no invite list, which is pretty disappointing. Now, as far as getting the characters, upgrades are always there. There's definitely perks, leveling up, magic. Here's a pretty cool ending. As you guys can see, this is a game that is wrapping up. Now, just to touch on some of those perks and armor, you can upgrade your armor, your magic, your strength, all that kind of stuff. Touch on some of these things. Definitely pretty cool. Like I said, I'll want to check it out when the final version comes out and see how it goes from there. There's going to be more game modes and such. As you see here, our team has won, and we were taking out the God in the end. So, definitely, had a ton of fun, guys. I'll be back. If you guys want to see more God of War beta, let me know in the comments below. I probably will post at least another 1 or 2. And from there, I'll get back into the usual of Assassin's Creed. Working on the Hitman walkthrough series. So stick with us, guys. Lots of good things coming. In the new year, too, there'll be a bunch of new games coming this way. So stick with us. Do me a favor, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I am Cutter28 with 4Next Level Gamers. I'll catch you in the next level. I'm out.